It's not a pager. I probably won't. I might just sneak off in my truck and sneak it.
I'll try this. gonna stay right here.
Time out, time out. Bring it in. Guys, what's happening out there? We're down 20.
Coach, we're terrible. I'm switching teams.
You're what? That's not a thing.
It is when you switch to Verizon. I just got a great deal on 4 lines.
Great. Now everyone is going to be switching.
All right, good evening. It is 6:06, and we have, at my count, six of our 9 board members here tonight, so we do have a quorum. This is our public hearing on our budget, and so is there anything that we need to add to our agenda tonight before we move forward? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Tyndall, second by Lane. All those in favor, aye? Aye. Any opposed? All right, the agenda stands. And with that, Dr. Harris Muhammad, did you want to give us a couple of updates before we get to public comments?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, board members. Good evening, team members that are here. Good evening to our members from the public who are present with us this evening. Based off of the feedback that I received last Wednesday, there are a couple of updates to the presentation. One is a capital improvement presentation and document that was presented. We have eliminated slides, or not slides, but eliminated areas 2, 4, and 5, and I'm going to move forward to that so you can see what I am referring to very quickly. Thank you for your patience. So if you review the capital improvement by rank, this week's presentation from last week, Dr. Melby has informed me today that numbers 2, 4, and 5 will be immediately taken care of, where they have been removed from our current immediate capital needs. So that leaves us with 3. We will re-rate them, of course, and then on the FY27 request, that remains the same. Okay. And then in addition, a board member asked specifically in the Title II funding, we understood clearly what Title II was providing us for the FY25-26 school year, but what would Title II funding provide for us in the FY26-27 school year? And so as I'm scrolling to that, I will share with you this slide. I believe it's slide, but I believe it's 24. The Department of Federal Programs, I want to be clear that the application process for that has not opened yet. And so as soon as the State Department of Education provides us the process, which is normally the same, any additional instructions or feedback, our federal program coordinator and myself will begin to draft the information for the State Department of Review. A couple of changes based off of feedback from board members. We are still hiring for an instructional coach for the middle school. That is written in the current grant. I don't believe in giving any funds back to the federal or state government. So therefore, we are working diligently to fill that, and the middle school does need an instructional coach. Coming new to you, request for the middle school to become a Title I school. The middle school has demonstrated in their data that because of the support services needed for the students that are coming from elementary schools that have the designation are going into one middle school, the additional support is needed. And the data over here, we could go back 7 years consecutively and see that the data supports that. As a school serving a significant population of economically disadvantaged students, McKinney-Vento students, the Title I status would provide critical federal funding under the Elementary and Secondary Education Act. So that is the main reason for my recommendation for the middle school to be designated as Title I. The funds, though, for those who are watching, are specifically earmarked, restricted, with the intentionality to help schools close the achievement gaps, strengthen instructional programs, provide coaching and additional academic interventions for students in need, and also support the teachers supporting the students in need. It would allow the middle school to expand targeted reading and math intervention programs, provide additional instructional staffing and academic support in the area of personnel. It will also increase access to evidence-based resources and technology, strengthen family engagement initiatives. Title I has a strong bullet and emphasis on parental family support, offering extended learning opportunities during remediation, before or after school programs. What I want to note is what a Title I school is not. Schools that are designated as Title I does not mean that there are deficiencies in the staff, the students, or the school division. It allows a strategic commitment to ensuring that every student has access to the tools, support, and opportunities necessary for academic success. And so we've thought about this. Ms. Green Whitehead, as well as the curriculum team, they have done their due diligence and why recommending the middle school should be Title I, and I fully support that. And we do have the data to back that up. And so those are the two updates that I have. Now we can put this in our application, but the state will approve or deny our request. So Mr. Chairman, that concludes my updates for this evening.
Thanks. So just a reflection of note that would be an increase in our federal funding for Title I, but would not necessarily be an increase that we would need any extra local dollars.
That is correct. That is correct.
Any questions from board members on those couple updates?
The middle school has specifically asked for a reading coach.
But I did see on the site that you had a math coach job that was available, but it's not anymore.
Correct.
What happened to that?
Because the grant, it's written in the grant for a instructional coach for reading and not math.
Did we apply for it, get it back? Or can't we?
We cannot at this time.
Gotcha.
Yes, ma'am.
Just wanna make sure.
Any other questions from board members? If not, then the next, thank you, Dr. Harris Muhammad, for that update and
To follow up, Ms. Lane, we can hire a math coach. We would just have to put that in our budget. But we can.
Wouldn't you need one? Do you have one at the middle school?
We do not. I think, so in my professional opinion, because there's such a strong focus on literacy in the Commonwealth of Virginia, and we have enough research, we have enough brain research that says when we have a focus with intentionality on reading, it will also positively impact our other content areas. So we have strong reading coaches in place. It will only make academic support sense to also look at a math coach as well. But that's my professional opinion.
What the other board members think? The middle school has so many different levels and so many different SOLs that they have to cover in a short amount of time. I want everybody to be helped in some way, some form, some fashion. And extra help, we need an extra coach. Anybody else?
So are you talking about a coach that would work with
All three.
students or that would work
you don't have anyone at that level to help international teachers?
We do have someone in the middle school to help with international teachers in the area of mathematics. We have come through an academic platform where instructional coaches had a variety of knowledge in math and reading. That's difficult to find a combination like that now, based on the requirements for licensure. I believe with a strong alignment with our curriculum through Hampton City, our reading scores will increase at the middle school if we continue to put the priority first with literacy on the middle school level, providing support to not only our international teachers, but all teachers, but also we don't want to put so much support in one content area that we're not paying attention to the data and math.
That's another factor. I work with the Hampton City School, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
That is a learning process. You have to learn that process, to implement it to your teachers as well as to the students. So additional help will be an asset to those, teachers and students if we had a math coach in place.
Yes, ma'am. That is what I'm saying. It would not hurt us if we had a math coach in place. That is correct.
Yeah, I think my question back would be, are there current positions that are either filled or unfilled that would be able to serve in that role as a coach that would not add an additional position to the budget? So I'm not 100% sure where we are in the budget process, if we can or not, but I think it would make sense for us to make sure that we are utilizing every one of the filled and unfilled positions in a way that will support that versus adding an additional position to the budget. So I want to make sure that we cross that bridge first.
Absolutely. Yep. Make that note. Thank you.
Anything else, members? If not, we are at the input from our citizens. So do we have anybody that signed up? Is there anybody that would like to make public comment while we are here for our public hearing on the budget? Let the record reflect that we had no public comment on the budget process tonight. Our next scheduled meeting is next Monday night, where we will be doing a final review of the superintendent's proposed budget. I want to again thank Ms. Lane and Dr. Tyndall for participating and working with Dr. Harris Mohammed and the staff on that, and of course Mr. Smith for getting us rolling on that, even though he's trying to get away from us and not do all that work and ducking us. But thank you all for that hard work. A real quick just notice, and I'll make sure I bring this up again next week. We scheduled a meeting on the 30th to review March to review applications for the superintendent. We've changed that location to the extension office conference room, which is still located in that same complex with the school division, but that'll avoid us interrupting some space from some of our employees that are working out of that Title I space. So Ms. Artis has been kind enough to secure that reservation for us, so I'll make sure I bring that up again at the next meeting. Is there anything else that requires the attention of the board? If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn. A move by Dr. Tyndall, a second by Mr. Smith. All those in favor? Aye. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Mom says there's some to-go dinner for you. If you'd like to grab it on your way out. Okay. I will try to be close. I'll take you up on that, Miss Artis. So I don't want to take time.
go. Can you continue to be their contact